Ben McKee and Patrick Brown of Go Vols 24/7 here inside of Neyland Stadium for the first time this football season and the first time this fall camp, because Tennessee just had its first scrimmage of fall camp here on a nice Saturday morning in Knoxville. Now the temperatures are starting to rise.
Black was not the best shirt choice, but
hey, you weren't practicing though, and they got off the stadium field, not the practice field, but the stadium field for just in perfect timing as the heat is now rising. But we'll start with the quarterbacks. That's obviously what everybody wants to know about, and they didn't have a lot to work with. Some receivers were in and out of the lineup. Josh Heupel spoke and said that he liked bits and pieces from each quarterback. From what we understand, Jake Merklinger did get the first rep of the day, but sounds like by the next possession or two, the next drive or two, after Joey went, it sounded like him and Joey Aguilar were splitting first-team reps. George McIntyre did throw a touchdown to Deshaun Brame at some point when he was going with the third string. So it sounds like there were bits and pieces of what Heupel liked, but also, of course, there's a lot to work on as well.
Yeah, I asked Heupel about if it's anything clear in terms of the quarterback situation. He said he's not naming a starter today, no surprise there. And his answer basically was like, we're going to continue to let the competition sort of play itself out. But from what we heard, it sounds like it wasn't a great day for Jake Merklinger, I would say. But it's a long practice. They were supposed to be done around 11, and they went to about 11:30. So they were getting a lot of extra work in. But Heupel was pleased with how Aguilar sort of taken all of his summer work and kind of shown who's been able to run the offense. They talked about him seeing a lot of defenses, which is what he's been getting from Tim Banks in practice. You know, they don't hold anything back from a defensive standpoint, a scheme standpoint. So I think that's where Aguilar's experience shows up. But the other thing Heupel said is he doesn't anticipate changing the rep distribution drastically. So I think they're still kind of trying to let this thing play out a little bit. Still think it'll be Aguilar. I think I'd probably come away from today maybe even feeling more that's likely going to be the case. But they're going to let it play out. And we should mention McIntyre too. I think he's had a really good camp so far, a really nice camp.
For a true freshman, he needs to gain 20 pounds.
Right. Like, you see the flashes of his ability. It's just, it's tough as a freshman, and he's still got some physical, I think, development that he needs to do. But I think that's where kind of they leave the quarterback situation today. Still planning to let it kind of play itself out.
Yeah, well, of course, we'll have more news and observations, notes, things that we hear posted at the site at GoVols247.com throughout the day. He'll have takeaways, observations, some inside notes. So make sure you're looking there for more context on today's scrimmage. Before we talk Boo Carter, we'll just stick with the passing game. Braylon Staley did not.
Brazel didn't go.
Chris Brazel did not go. Mike Matthews did go in a red jersey, so that also is not really helping the quarterbacks right now. Receivers in and out of the lineup, but it's just not. I've just kind of been lumping it all together because those are two positions that need to be better this season, especially the receiver position and passing game, and struggling to find a rhythm early in camp, in part because guys have been in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, but it's a big opportunity for the freshmen.
Yep.
Rodarius Jackson, Travis Smith Jr. It's big. Joakim Dotson in there too. Amari Jefferson. Throw a couple other guys in there. Tommy Winton in the slot is getting some opportunities. Trey Weary on the outside. These are guys that were walk-ons last year. Whether or not they're still walk-ons is unclear in this post-house settlement day of college sports. But they've got who they got out there. They've been hoping to get some of these guys back. Brazel's been doing some stuff, but still not yet. And we'll see when they can get him and Staley back to sort of complete that trio. But in this stage of camp, when you're this close to the season, you've kind of got who you've got, and you've just got to go out there and give them the opportunity and see what they do.
Yep. Some good news. Boo Carter is back in the fold even more than he has been over the last week. He did participate in the scrimmage today, and Josh Heupel said that he's doing what he's supposed to and checking off the boxes that he's supposed to, and he's been stringing together some days, and things are
still
trending,
day to day.
Yeah, still day to day. But the good news is things are trending in the right direction, and he's still day to day because it's not going to be just a couple of days where he needs to be on his P's and Q's. I mean, it's going to have to be an entire month.
Right, and does his punishment carry over into the season? We'll have to wait and see there. But Heupel said that he's been doing what he needs to be doing, but it was also like it's a day-to-day thing.
Right.
So that's just kind of the nature of it with him.
Yep, absolutely. Last thing as we get out of here. You expected the defense to be ahead of the offense today, which was the case. And this first scrimmage of camp, it's a lot of situational work. They did not tackle. There's so many guys in and out of the lineup on both sides of the football really. So I'd say it was a productive day and one where the defense, as we expected, was ahead of the offense.
And this was a defense that was missing about 5 starters. I mean, Jamal McCoy obviously is out. Ricky Gibson didn't go. Jeremiah T-Lander didn't go, so that was a chance for Edwin Spillman with the ones. Josh Josephs didn't go. I don't know how much Boo Carter's doing in team stuff right now. So looks like they've got Jalen McMurray kind of there at star. Ty Redmond was another guy. I don't think so. That they're down the depth chart at a couple positions, but they're just plugging guys in. And I think that side of the football, a lot of people just feel confident about because of sort of the philosophy and culture and continuity that they have on that side of football. And I think you saw a little bit of that today. But again, this is a defense that, like we said, has sort of established itself. They kind of know what they're doing. The offense is still trying to figure some things out, figure the quarterback situation out, figure the center situation out, ins and outs at receivers like you talked about. So I think that's kind of to be expected, that it was more of a defense first scrimmage today.
Yep, and like I said, we'll have plenty of more takeaways and observations and content on the site at GoVols247.com throughout today and tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an off day for Tennessee. They'll be back on the practice field Monday and Tuesday, and the scrimmage. And what day next week? Friday. So Tennessee building up towards another very important scrimmage as game week rapidly
3
approaches.
weeks from today, it'll be football time. Well, not in Tennessee, but it'll be in Atlanta.
Do we know what time it is right now?
It's exactly noon.
It's exactly noon. So literally 3 weeks from this moment, Tennessee will be kicking off.
Probably like a 12:03 kickoff time, TVR.
So is it 12 on the dot?
It's 12 on the dot.
All right, well, Tennessee will be running on the field to either kick or receive in Atlanta this time in exactly 3 weeks. He's Patrick Brown. I've been McKee.